everyone. My name is Tasneem. I'm the senior manager at 98 percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with XLR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time we would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at XLR campus. So we are very, very happy that we got a chance to do this. Now, coming to the students, what XLR had, I think they were extremely enthusiastic. They were well prepared. They were aware of what they are coming for. I think there was some back-end preparation which they did that was commendable. They also were very confident and they were open to any kind of thing we were asking them to do. That was I think the best part. Now, I really hope we have a very, very fruitful association with each one of them and XLR in future. We are really looking forward to have many more drives like this.
Hi everyone, my name is Prachi Sharma and I'm the Senior Project Manager for IT Department at 90th percentile. So today we were here for this IT bootcamp, right, this technical drive and at XLR. So it was a great experience and I would feel that the students, they are the freshers, right, but it doesn't seem like that. So if I talk about their technical and cognitive ability, they all seems pretty good in that and that's what I felt. And I guess they have been taught pretty well at XLR, so that's how they have performed good in their aptitude and the technical tests. So I wish them all the best and it was a very great experience over here.
Hi, this is Patan, Technology Consulting Manager from 98th percentile. We visited XLR for the campus placement drive and it went very well today. Miss Ambika, Miss Pragati, everyone received us greatly here and we had a lot of enjoyable time here. The students even had great experience with us. They were interactive, they had good aptitude and all the technological skills they showed. I think they were all well and we really appreciate their time that they spared to us and I think we will be doing a great job. We are expecting a lot of people to be hired from them. Let's see. it was a great experience altogether.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
From entering into the cyber tower to exiting out of this tower, the XLR team has been received me with such a care and pleasure.
I am the part of this XLR since 4 months. From the third month itself, they have conducted the placement sessions from the third month itself, and this is the fourth month, and this is the 98th percentile is one of the placement drive I have attended so far, and attending to this drive is such a good experience for me. All the HRs and the team made us feel very comfortable and confident.
XLR helped me a lot, and I experienced a lot of things today. So I'm really hope to be placed in that company. I'm confident about that. Thank you.
This was my first association with XLR. I had got a call from Miss Shubha, and we fixed a drive here. Today when we came here, I was not expecting much, but the hospitality was too good. Staff is quite cooperative, and it's like a happy-go-lucky kind of a environment here when it comes to XLR people. When it comes to candidates, yeah, we have got few candidates, and they are all agreeing to all our terms and conditions, and I hope they join the organization and work for us, and I'm expecting long-term association with XLR people, with more recruitments or more collaborations with them.
XLR has been a good partner for us because we found some of the candidates were excellent, and we wanted people with good business experience, not only just the Java or whatever full stack development or whatever they were being trained on. They were also people with a good background knowledge, and whom we have really shortlisted, and we assume that they are going to make a good career in Busy Brains.
XLR arranged our placements for the Busy Brains company. I felt good. I hope that it will be positive for us and change our lives in IT sector. So thank you, XLR.
Hi, my name is Revant. I joined XLR's course of data analytics.
Good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon, Sushmita.
Yes, ma'am. You can start the session.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Good noon. I think everyone is doing good. Hi, good afternoon. So, any doubts from the previous sessions, guys? Okay. So, any doubts from the previous session? Students, please respond in the chat. If not, we'll go ahead with today's session. Okay. If you want a quick revise or recalling, we will do that. Okay, first let me just open my Jupyter notebook. Okay. Good afternoon. It's still good morning, but that's okay. So I will tell that I would like to say that today would be like a very important and like how you can just clear your own doubts or your own errors whenever you're going to see in Python. So I will be showing you guys a very important one, I can say. Okay. So any doubts from yesterday's session? If not, then okay, I will just give a quick revising like whatever we have done in the last session. Okay. Okay. So just go here. So what did we do, guys? In the last session, we discussed about something called as an operators. I think everybody can see my screen, right? What are operators? Operators are something which is going to provide the results after performing some operation. So in order to perform that operation, what is the first thing that we need? We need something called as operands. And then we need what? We need an operator. Correct. So in order to use an operators, so basically we have different types. So what are the different types of operators that we have seen in Python, guys? The first one was something like arithmetic operator. Correct. We saw something like arithmetic operator. After that, we have seen something called as okay. So arithmetic operator, and then we have seen something called as an assignment operator. Okay, we have seen assignment operator. We have seen something like conditional operator. Very important was like logical operators. See, once you learn logical operators, then you will be able to understand about bitwise operators. So bitwise operator is very, very important. Okay, after this, we saw something called as a special operator. Under this special operator, we even discussed about other two types. That is, the first one is called as identity operator. Okay, we discussed something called as an identity operator. And then we discussed about something called as what? Membership operator. So guys, I need a quick response. Like, do you guys have any doubt from the last section? Is it clear? Yes. Assignment operator is also called as a relational operator. Okay. It's also called as relational or conditional operators are called as what? A relational operator. Basically, that gives a result based on the relationship. For that relationships, we use the conditional operator. Okay, thank you so much for the response. Okay, now we will just get back to the different types of data types and its methods. Okay, in the last session itself, we have understood about what are the different data types we have. So in that first data type that I would like to go ahead is with the list. Okay, so what is a list? What is a list data type? Anybody? Anybody know? Okay, special operators you want to repeat? Okay, so that's fine. Okay, let me just go here. Okay, under the special operator, we have what? We have something called as a membership operator. Okay, and then we have what? We have something called as an identity operator. Okay. Under this identity operator, we have something called as an in and then not in operator. Correct is in and then not in, and then under this membership, we have is and then not is operator. Okay. So now let me just go ahead. Okay. So here, let me just take let me just assign some value. Let me just give something like Akshata. Okay. So now for this Akshata, it is going to assign some memory allocation. Okay, so it is okay, set of items enclosed with this. Okay, it is very nice. Okay, so basically, I am assigning a variable called as an Akshata, which will be stored in the memory allocation. Now I'm going to assign that to B. Okay, so now what I'm just going to do means I'm just going to say that is that A in B. Okay, if I just give A in B, so it is basically going to return what? It is basically going to return true, because in operator is going to check whether it is there in the given sequence. Sorry, I think I'm confusing you guys. Okay. Is operator. So basically is operator is used to check what? It is going to check for the memory allocation space. Okay, if it is sharing the same memory allocations, then it is going to return true. If not, it is going to return false. Okay, next, let me just take something like, okay, what we will take, I'll just take something like 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then I'm going to say, I'm just going to say, is that 1 in A? Okay, if it is there, then it is going to return true. So as the 10 is not there, so it is going to return false. So basically, in operator is used to check whether it is there in the given sequence or not. Okay, whereas the is operator is used to check whether they're sharing the same memory allocation or not. Is it clear? Is it clear about the special operator? Is it clear about the special operators? Any doubts in that? Okay, I have interchange, sorry. So this is basically this. Okay, and then this is basically identity. Okay, identity operators works on what? It works on what? Memory allocation. Allocation. Okay. And then coming to this, okay, coming to this membership operator, it is going to check whether it is there in the same sequence or not. Okay, it will check whether it's there in the sequence, okay, in the sequence or not. Okay, so if this is clear, then we will start with what? We will start with something called as lists. I think I've already got enough answers here. I can say a list is a data structure in a Python that is mutable or changeable ordered sequence of elements. Very nice, very perfect definition, Begum. Okay, so basically lists are called as, they are basically ordered. Okay, whenever I say something, yes, Hari, you're raising your hand. Okay, so basically it's called as an ordered. So if any data type, if I'm saying that it is an order, trust me, if it is an ordered, then it is going to support index. Okay, in that index, we have both the positive index and the negative index. We have what? We have both positive index and then we have what? We have something called as a negative index case. Okay, and then as you guys already told, it is mutable. Mutable means what? Once it is assigned, like once the values are given, we can actually change those values. Okay, those are called as what? Mutable. That is, the values can be changed. Okay, values can be what? Values can be updated. Okay, values can be what? Updated. Okay, so what next? There is one more point. Can anyone tell? Ordered. Okay, here a repetition is possible. Okay, what is it? A repetition of elements is possible. Okay, so this is a basic definition of lists. Okay, and basically it is represented. Okay, it is represented by what? It is represented by a pair of a square bracket. That is like basically opening bracket and then basically the closing bracket. Okay, so the next is we'll see like how exactly. Okay. Okay, now we shall see like how exactly we can create a list. The first concept is what? Creating a list. Okay, how can we create the list? List can be created in different ways, guys. Okay, the first one is I can say that empty list. We can create what? We can create an empty list. So how can I create an empty list? Means basically I'll just give L. Okay, and then if I just give this, so this is basically an empty list. Okay, so if I just print, okay, if I just print L, you can just see it is going to show an empty one. And then if you just print type of, okay, if you just print type L, okay, and then if you just run C, it is going to show this as a class list. And basically this is an empty list. Okay, so this is how we create an empty list. So for this list, we can actually include different types of data types also. Like we can include int, float, we can include complex numbers. Okay, and we can also include something like strings, we can include. Okay, we can include tuples. Okay, we can include sets, and then we can also include what? Dictionaries, guys. Okay, now we shall see like first like how we can include these. Okay, for that I'll just give L1, okay, and then I'll give 1. So 1 is basically what? 1 is basically an integer, and then I'll give 21.001, okay. After that I will give something like -12, okay, and then I will give the complex number, that is basically 2 plus 1j, okay. So we can just go with 2 plus 1j. And then if I just see, you need not to use print all the time. If you just give L1 also, see basically it is going to give. Can you see? See, it is going to give. Okay, so this is about like how you can include. So now if you want to include another non-primitive data types, so how we can include means, let me just go with an L2. Okay, so here I can give, let me just say XLR, okay, and then for tuples, I'll go with 1, okay, 1, 2, comma 3, okay. After this, let me say sets. We all know that the sets will be declared inside a curly bracket. So this is how the sets will be declared. Okay, so after this, what I'll do, I'm going to give a sets. Okay, just a second, I'll switch off the source. Okay. So after this, I'll give the sets. Let me just give 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's a set. And then again, we can go with the dictionary. Let me just say one, I will be giving like any of the student name like Manisha. Okay. And then let me just go with the 2. Okay, I'll go with another student name, that is Subita. Okay, so if I just give this, so this is basically dictionary. So I have included different types of data types in it. The first one is a string, second one is a tuple, third one is a set, and the last one is a dictionary. So in order to print this, just print L2, and then if you just run, see, can you see this is how you can print? Okay. Apart from this, actually, we have something called as a list constructors, guys. Okay, that is like if I just give L3, so I can use a list constructor. So basically, this is called as a list constructor. So this is, we can say that this is also an empty list. Okay, if I just go with the print type of what L3. So if I just go with this, you can see, so this is also going to show it as what list. So inside this also we can include the other type of the lists. Okay, I'll just go with the list. So this is how the different ways of the lists can be created. So you can just go with 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if I just, okay, again L4, and then if I just run, you can see, the elements have been inserted. Okay, is it clear, guys? So like how to create a list for everyone? Is it clear, like creating a list? Okay, I'll just add here whatever I have done. So the first point is what? Creating the list. Once we understand like how to create the list, so the second one is very, very important. So that's basically going to say like how to access the list, isn't it? So we need to know like basically like how we can access the list. As I told that already the lists are in the ordered way of representation. So as soon as I say that it is an ordered way of representation, we have what? We have an index. Okay, so I'll just take another line, and then it is called as what? Accessing. Okay, it is like accessing the list. So in order to access the list, the first method what we go is index. So under that index, I will be showing like how to use this positive index, guys. How to use what? Positive index. So now we will give one simple list. Okay, so basically this is how it will be represented. Okay, so I'll just give something like 1, 2, 3, 4, or we will just go with 1, 2. And then I'll give something like XLR. Okay. After this, let me say I will go with the list 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I'll go with the dictionary. Okay. Instead of giving it again and again, I'll just copy here whatever I have created. Okay. And then I'm going to put it here. Okay, so now I want to access. Okay, I think everybody is aware like how do we name in index. Basically for an each number, or we can say that each sequence which is present in a list will have an index value. By default, it is going to start with what? 0, guys. This is 0 and this is 1. This is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Okay, this is how it is going to like give the indexes. So suppose if I want to access now, like how I can access means, now let me say I want to get XLR. How will I get means it is L of what? 2. You can see the index I have written on the above. So if I just run, can you see I'm going to get what? XLR. Okay, so what next means? Now I want only X in XLR. So how can I write only X in XLR means? So I have to go with what? Multi-indexing here. So what is the meaning of multi-indexing means? This is basically 0. This is basically 1. So this is 2. Okay. Inside this 2, so this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay. This is basically 3. Inside that 3, we have 0, 1, and then 2. So this is basically 4. So inside this, we have what? 0 and then 1. So this is basically how we are going to access the elements. It's not A of 1. It's basically A of 2 of, I think, 1. Okay. So I'll just show you like how exactly we can write this. Okay. So how I will be writing means L of 2. So after that, I need what? I need X in that. So I'm just going to give 1. So if I just run this, can you see? Okay, I want, okay, X is getting. So we got this, guys. This is how basically we are going to access. Similarly, in a dictionary, if I want to access something like Subita, So how will I do means I'll just basically write L of 4, okay, and then 1. So if I just write, okay, Manisha is coming for 1, okay, I'll just go with what? 2. So see, can you see? Subhita is coming. So this, okay, basically it is not taking an index here. So it is taking what? It is taking the key values. Okay, for the other things if it is like strings or tuples, it is going to take an index. Sets basically don't have an index. I will discuss about it. Okay, and here you can see for dictionaries, if I want to get something inside the values of dictionary, then I have to use what? I have to use keys. Is it fine with the positive indexing? Anybody have doubt with the positive indexing so far, whatever I told? Anybody have doubt with the positive indexing that I told? Just quick S would be good. Okay, so next, explain how X came. Okay. Okay, I'll just take this. Okay, I'll just take this. See the screen for a minute. Okay, I've just put here. Okay, so basically, I'm going to give the index. So, what is the index? Just now I told index is going to start with what? 0. So, this is 0 and 2 is 1. XLR is 2. Okay, and then this is 3 and then this is 4. Correct. So, we got to know XLR is under the index of 2. But inside that I want to get X. So what it happens means inside that again the another index will be created. Basically E will be in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5. Okay, now if I want to get X, so what I will do means I'm going to write L. L of 2 means basically it is going to give X. Okay, but inside that I just want an X. So what I am just going to put 1. Because you can see for an inside the 2 for X the index is 1. So now if I just run, can you see I'm going to get X? Is it clear? Okay. So if this is clear, next I would like to go with a negative index. Okay, we have what? We have a concept of negative index. So let me just write here. Okay, I'm just going to write something like negative index. Okay, so under this negative index, again I will just take the same list. Okay, I'll just copy this and then I will come here. Okay, just now we saw positive index means it starts from 0. Suppose if it is a negative index, so it is going to start with what? It is going to start with -1. But where does it start? See, -1, for this complete thing, it is going to take it as -1. Okay. For this, it is going to take -2. Okay. And then for this, it is going to take -3. This is -4. And then this is -5. Okay. If you want, I'll just access and then I will show it, guys. Okay. Now, let's say that I want to get 2. Okay. I want to get 2. So, if I just go with L of -4. Okay. If I just go with L of -4 and then if I just run, can you see I'm going to get to 2. Okay, similarly, if I want to get X now using a negative index, so how will I get, guys? So it is basically L of what? -3. Okay, if I give L of -3, can you see I'm getting XLR? So inside that XLR, what I want to get X. So even for that, if you want to go for a negative index, you can go. So this is basically -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and then -6. So basically it is what? -6. So I'll just go with -3 of what? -6. So basically it is going to give, okay, I think it is -5. Okay, can you see? I'm going to get what? I'm going to get X. Is it clear? This is how we can create a positive index and then negative index and then how you can access the elements inside the list. Is it clear, guys? Okay, thank you. I'll just paste the code, whatever I have written here. Just give me a minute for positive and then for both the negative index. So this is for the positive index. Okay. Okay. And then we have what? We have something called as negative index. So I'll just copy paste it. Okay. Okay. So this is what we have. Okay. So now let's say, ma'am, this is fine, ma'am. Getting the elements like this is very nice. But now let's say, I want to get something like 2 and XLR. What is it? I want to get 2 and then XLR. I want to give that limit. Is it possible? Yes, guys. When I say there is something called as an indexing, we have something called as a slicing as well. Okay, we have a concept of slicing. So what is this concept of slicing? Means we have a syntax for it. So basically we are going to give the name of the list. Okay, we are going to give the name of the list. So here I'm going to specify like where does it start and then where does it stop. Okay, so this is basically going to give. Okay, just how to get the elements. I'll write the index. You can go ahead with the positive index and then negative indexes. Both is going to work here. Okay, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, now what I want this 2 and then XLR. So how will I get this? Let me just go here. Okay, let me just go here and then I will give L of, okay, where is the start? Basically it is 1. Okay, where is the stop? See, if you give 2, you will not get XLR because 2 minus 1 is what? 1. So it is going to give only one index. If you want, I'll show. See, we are going to get only one index. Okay, if you want XLR also, you have to give 3. Basically, 3 minus 1 is what? 2. So it is going to give the 2 index from the start 1. See, now if I give, see, we are going to get 2 and then XLR. Is it fine? Is it fine? So now, not only this, we have one more syntax in the slicing. So basically, we can specify the step also. Okay, basically, we can specify what? We can specify the step. So this basically, like suppose if you want to print alternative numbers, that also you can do. I will go with another list here. Okay, hope so that you guys are understanding. I'll just go with an L. I'll give the numbers so that you can understand much better. Okay, so now I have given 10 numbers like this. So if I just give my L now, so you are going to get 10. Okay, now an interviewer might ask, so using the slicing technique, why don't you create just an even numbers? I just need an even numbers inside this. Basically, even numbers is nothing but the numbers which are divisible by 2. So we can just give skip of 2. So how can I do that? Means just come L, okay. So what is the start? So basically, I want to start from 1, okay. And then I want to end till last. So I'll just go with the 11. Okay, and then skip would be 2. So now if I just run, can you see? You are going to get the multiple of what? 2. Or we can just say we have got the even numbers from the given list. Okay, same thing can be done with the negative indexing as well. Okay, the slicing can be done with a positive index as well as with a negative index. Okay, can you guys tell me like how to pass a negative index on this? Okay, so basically it is what? Minus 1. Okay, and then minus 11 and then what? 2. So always keep it, the step should be the positive. So if I just run, okay, sorry, I think I should give minus 2. Okay, so now can you see? I'm getting everything in the reverse order. Correct, I'm getting everything in the reverse order. Okay, fine. Now what I'll do, I'll just give the list. Okay, I'll just give the list. Okay, this is my list. Now I want my list in the reverse order. So we have a methods which I will be showing. So directly you can go with the list methods. If not, if you want to reverse this, so how is this possible? Means L, okay, open the bracket, close the bracket. So inside this, basically, don't give the start, don't give the stop, and then give minus 1. So if you just give this, see all the elements will be given in the reverse order. Can you see 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1? Okay, step method you want me to repeat? Okay. So basically, okay, I'll just go with this. Which step method you want? Okay, step this one, right? Okay, I'll just go with this. Okay, copy this. Okay, and then come back here. Okay. So now what I told, I just need an even numbers. Correct. So in order to go with an even numbers, first the index is what? Basically 0. Correct. Where it is going to end? Basically, it is going to end n minus 1. So if you want to find the length, okay, we will not worry about other things now. Okay, so now what is the end? So basically, it will be 9. Okay, total values will be what? 10. Okay, so now what is the start I have to give? Basically, you have to give the start 0. But I'm giving what? Element number itself I'm giving. Okay, you can either go with the 0 or you can go with the 9. Okay, let's try with that. Okay, just a second. If I just go with, okay, if I just go with L of 0 and then 9, okay, and then 2. Okay, we'll just see. Okay, it is going to give an odd number. I think I have to give 1. Okay, no, I think I should give 3. Okay. I'm not getting even number. Okay, so in order to get even number, so you should not give 0. So basically, you should give what? 1. Okay, so basically, you should start with 1. Why means basically even numbers don't start from 0. Okay, so I'm just giving with what? I'm just giving with an index 1. So I'm saying to index to start with 1. Okay, and then to end with what? I'm just saying it to end with 11. So basically, you can just give this index also as 9. Okay, that is also going to work. And then step you are going to give it as what? 2. Like how many number of steps that you want to skip. So basically, if it is starting from here, so 1 and then 2. So the next number would be this. Okay, 1 and then 2. So it is going to be the next number would be this. Okay, 1 and then 2. So the next number would be what? Sorry, 1 and then 2. So the next number would be 8. This is how basically the step is going to work. Always remember, whenever you are going to deal with the list and then strings, always your skips should be like, if you want to give 2 index, you should give like 3 minus 1. Okay, you should never give like this 2 minus 1. So this would be wrong. So this is how you have to give. Okay, now got it? Did I confuse or is it clear? The step. Okay, so basically L, okay, it should start from what? 1. So that is 1 is nothing but it will start from 2. Okay, you can give the end. So let me just tell 2, and then if I just give the skip, okay, so it is telling syntax error. Okay, because it is basically L. Okay, can you see now? Now we are going to get. Is it clear, guys? Okay, so with the negative index also we saw. Okay, is it clear for everyone? Anybody have any doubts in creating a list and then accessing a list or slicing of a list? Okay, if no doubts, okay, then let's move on to the next one. We have some methods. We have what? We have something called as methods in list. And how to remember all the methods in the list. Okay, I can't say that this method is going to work when you guys are in interview, but I can say that this will be very helpful when you are learning. Okay, because whenever you start to learn Python, basically it's an indented programming language. So always I prefer self-learning. So how to do that means just use something like a print, okay, and then you use a dir and then list. Okay, so basically this is going to print all the methods which are present in what? Python. Okay, is it clear? Okay, so basically this is going to print all the methods. So you can see they will have something called as a double underscore. Basically these are called as dunder methods. What are these called? These are called as in dunder methods. So basically we don't work on this. We will work only when we start the oops concept. Okay, till then we can't show this. Okay, so I'll just go ahead with these are the methods. So totally we have how many methods? We have 11 methods. Okay, these are the methods. Okay, so I will show all the 11 methods. Okay, and before showing all these 11 methods, I will show you like how you can see the description of each method. Okay, I'll show for one, you can try for the other. Okay, I'll just go with the other one. Okay, what is the first one? We have something called as an append. Okay, so before seeing like what is this append, what should I do? First thing is I have to create my list. So I'll just go with the list. I will go with the basic value 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now if I just print the list, you can just see L. Okay, you can just give something like list is, or you can just go with a list. Okay, and then comma what L. Okay, if you just print, you will be able to see what list. 1 second. Okay, the code says mistake. Okay, so if you just run, see, we are going to get the list. Okay, now we have what? We have something called as an append. Okay, basically, append is going to add the element at the end of the list. And how to remember? I will show you. So just type L dot append. Okay, and then open the bracket, close the bracket. So here, if you just click shift and then tab, it is going to give the description. Okay, so this is not available in any of the other platforms. Like if you go with the PyCharm or Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio Code you might get, but you'll not get this key. So it is like automatic. Okay, so this is what the description of what append. So I'll just copy this. Okay, and then I'm going to paste it here. Okay, what it is saying, guys, under this, you can see it is saying me to give an object. Okay, it is saying me to give an object, and it is saying that appends the object to the end of the list. Correct. What is the list that you want to add? I want to add XLR. So I'll just give what? I will just give something like XLR. Okay, now what I'll do, I'm just going to print this is an append. Okay, so this is what? This is basically the append. Okay, append in the list. Okay, append in the what? A list. Okay, so if I just give something like this, let me just give a colon. Okay, after this, what I'll do, I'm just going to print my L. Okay, that is basically, okay. Okay, I have missed the codes. So if I just run, can you see? So this was my basic list. So after appending, this is how the list looks. Okay, is it clear for everyone? Okay, we'll see the next method. Basically, it is called as clear. Okay, the next method is we have something called as clear. The name itself says that it is going to clear. Okay, now it is going to say what? It is going to clear everything. For this also, if you want, you can just go clear and then you can just open the bracket. So shift and then tab. So it is basically going to give just copy. Okay, if you guys know this, it's well and good. If not, please learn it. It is definitely going to help you. Okay, so it will do what? It is basically going to remove all the elements which is present in the list. So just print, okay, and then L dot what? Clear. Okay, so if you just give L dot clear, okay, and then if you just print this, see, your basically your elements is what? None. Okay, I'll just give here list after clearing. List after what? Clearing. Okay, so colon, and then now you can't do anything. Okay, So basically it is like it does not hold anything. So in order to perform the next method, what should I do? I have to use another list. Okay, I'll basically use the same list, whatever I have used here. Okay, I'll just go with this copy. Ma'am, can we do this? No, we can't do that. Okay, we can't do that. So if you want, I'll just do and then show here. Okay, I'll just go with this. Okay, I'll go with L1 dot append. Okay, and then I could just give 1 comma 3 or like anything like this. So basically it is going to throw an error. Can you see? Because append takes just only one argument. So that is not going to happen. Okay. So now let me just remove this. Okay. And then I want to make it okay. I think till here for everyone it is clear, guys. Okay. So now I'm going to print what? This is the list. Okay. This is my list after clearing. Okay. This is the list. Okay. After this, what I'll do, I'll just make it as L. Okay. So now if you just give, you can say I'm getting my list. Correct. After clear, what is the next one we have? We have something called as copy. Okay. Very, very important discussion, guys. Copy. So we have something called as a shallow copy and then deep copy in Python. Okay, so the copying concept is a bit different. So before using copy, I will show you a difference, like how does it look without using copy. Okay, I'll just give something like L1. Okay, and then I'm going to give 10, 20, and then 30. Okay, so now if I just print my L1, so this is how basically it is going to look. You can see my L1 is getting printed. Okay, again, if I just come, okay, I'll just give L2 is equals to what? L1. Okay, so if I just print, I'm not using any copy method. So if I give L2, so if I just run, say, now my L1 and then L2 are same. And it's good only, no? Yes, it's good. Okay, now what I'll do? Okay, we have something called as a pop, L1 dot pop. Okay, that is basically going to remove the element at the last. Okay, now what I'll do? I'm just going to print L1. Okay, and then I will also print L2. Though we have not popped the element out of L2, the reflection of L1 can be seen in the L2, guys. So if I just run, see, both has been done, which is not correct. Correct, which is not always correct. Okay, so now what we will do, so because of this complication, we have what? We have a concept of what? Copy. Okay, we have a concept of what? Copy. I'll just copy this and then put it in this just keep the screen side by side so that it will be easy for me to copy. Okay, so after this, I think I should copy this. Is the notes helping you guys? I'll just copy and then I will paste here. Okay, enter. Okay, and then we have what? We have this concept. So this is basically the concept without what? Without using copy. Okay, this is without using copy. Okay, so what we will do, so we will just write this. Okay, and then I'm just going to write this. Just going to write this. This is output. Okay. Okay, so this. Okay, now let's get back here. Okay, so far I think it is clear, right? Okay, so now what we will do, I'm going to show with the copy. Okay, for that again I'm going to take a list one. Let me say 10, 20, and then 30. Okay, this is basically what? This is basically my list one. Okay, this is basically my list one. So if I just print my L1, so it is going to print. Okay, now what I'll do, I'm going to give L2 is equals to L1 dot copy. Okay, I'm going to give what? L2 is equals to L1 dot copy. So what I showed above is called as a deep copy. Okay, and what I'm showing now, it is called as a shallow copy. Okay, so now if I just print, okay, if I just print L2, okay, I'll just give my list 2 is, or you can just go with any text you want. So if I just go with an L2 and then if I just run, can you see it's like copied? But if I do what? L1 dot pop, if I do, okay, and then I'm going to copy this and then I'm going to put it here, and then I'm going to copy this and then I'm going to put it here. Okay, so now see, this is what we are expecting. Okay, this is what should happen. Can you see the difference? So it was like reflecting on both the things, but here it is reflecting only on one thing. Okay, only on one day. I'll send Monica. Okay, so this is called as what? This is called as for the copy, guys. Sorry, this is called for the copy. Anybody have doubt in this? Okay, anybody have doubt in this? This is basically copy. Okay, then let's move on to the next one. I'll just copy this. Okay, and then I'm going to paste here. Okay, so next we have what is the other kind, guys? We have another method here. Okay, so after the copy, I think we have something called as count. Okay, so it's very easy. Okay, count is very easy. Basically, this thing, I'm repeating it. See, I'm just repeating some elements. Okay, I'm going to see like how many number of times that the elements is getting repeated. I'm fine, ma'am. Methods and all we have, like where exactly we use means. Now let me say that we have the list, right? So now I'm saying like repetition. I want to count. Now let's say that we have to give or we have to see like how many number of times an employee is logged into the company. So in order to check that, actually we can use this count method. Or like whenever you go for a shopping, like in a DMart or something, you have to see like how many number of times you need to repeat the same product. For that also we will be going with a count. Okay. So basically, I'm just going to print and then I'll say that this is my list. Okay, I'll just say that this is my list. Okay, and then what is it? This is basically my L. Okay, so if I print, I'm getting my L. Now what I will do, I'll just type L dot count. Okay, COUNT. Okay, so here inside this tab and then space, you can see. So I have to specify the value. See, return the number of occurrences of the value. So if you just give the value, for that value, it is going to say that how many number of times it is going to repeat it, guys. Okay, so let me just copy this. Okay, let me just copy this. Okay. So I'll just okay, copy this. Okay, let me just come here and then paste it. Okay, this is basically what? This is basically my text. Okay, after this, okay, what I'll do, I'm just going to print what? My L. Okay, print after counting. Okay, what we will count? We will count the 3. So how many number of times the 3 is getting repeated? We will see. After counting 3, the result would be of L. What is that L? We can just see. Okay, if you just see, okay, sorry. I think I have to directly print it. Okay, so I'll just make this one as commented. So if I just run, can you see? I'm getting 2. So 3 is great, getting repeated 2. So if you just give 5, so it will show that it is getting repeated what? Once. Is it clear? Okay, so next, after this, I think we have what? After copy count is done. Okay, next we have index. Okay, I'll just copy all these things. Okay, next we have what? We have something called as an index. So I'll just put all the things here so that it will be there for my reference. Okay, extend is nothing but we have already seen append. Basically, extend, like if you want to insert a group of list elements, that's when we are going to use an extend. Okay, now I will use something like extend. If you want, I'll just show you with an abbreviation as well. Okay, so if you just go with shift tab, it's not working. Okay, extend, right? Okay, extend. Okay, so now if I just go, you can see, right? Iterables. Iterables are nothing but more than one element. Okay, it includes what? It includes more than one element. So what I'll do now means I'm going to give the list of values. I've already given 1, 2, 3. So now I will go with A, comma, B. Okay, I'll just go with B, comma, and then C. Okay, so now you can see that I have to close my list. Okay, now if I just run, can you see? It's not yet added, right? Okay, why it's not added? Okay, L dot extend. Okay, okay, is that it is printing only my list? Okay. Okay, I'll just equate this one to L1 and then I will print L1. Okay, now let's just see. Okay, it is showing none because we have to not equate. Okay, what I'll do, I'll just take the same string and then I will be repeating here. Then we will be able to see. I'll take my list. Okay, come back here. Okay, and then I'm going to add what? I'm going to add L dot extend. Okay, I'm going to add L dot extend. Okay, and then now if I just run, okay, if I just run L, can you see it's been added? I think here also I can just print my L. We'll just see. Okay, print my L. Yes, you can see that it is getting printed. Correct. So after adding what? After adding the extend. Is it clear, guys? After adding what? Extend. Suppose now let me say that if HR is hiring only one person, so it will just give one. Suppose he has hired more than 5 people, then he can use something called as an extend, guys. Okay. What is the next method we have? We have something called as an index. Basically, whenever you give an element, okay, whenever you give an element, it is going to return that index of that element. So it is basically like index, okay, and then tab. If you just give, see, we have to give what value, start, stop. So many things are there, okay, but that's okay. You can just go with the one value itself, so still it is going to work. Okay, I'll just show you like how to give. Okay, what is the value that we are looking forward? Let me say that I'm looking forward for A. Okay, so now if I just run, see, it is going to show that A is under 7. So if you want, we can just count also. So this is basically what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So our answer is exactly right. So it is showing 7. Is it clear, guys? Okay, is it clear? Okay. So next what we have? Next we have something after the index. What is the next one we have? Okay, after the index we have insert. Okay, so basically insert is going to insert the element at the particular position. We have to specify the position also. Okay, so let me just to show you. So if I just give L dot insert, okay, we have to give the two index here. Basically it takes the two arguments. So we have to give the index first, and then I have to give what? I have to give the object. Okay, how to give? I will just show you guys. Okay. I will tell that I want to include XLR. Okay, I want to include XLR at the 0th position. So now if I just print, okay, a list after insert, okay, list after insert. If I just print and then if I just print my L, you'll be able to see, okay, it is showing some type error with what? With A. Okay, we can't run these things again and again. Okay, because it is already inserted. Okay, so if I just run now, okay, it is showing the error with the insert. Okay, what is it? String object cannot be interpreted as integer. Okay, I'll go with some integer number itself. Okay, I'll just give something like 10. So if I just run, can you see now? The 10 has been, okay, it is like, okay, I've given in ulta. Okay, so we have to give an index first. Okay, can you see at the index 0, I have added the 10. Can you see? So we have added the 10 at the index position. Okay, so this is about the insert. Okay, next I think we have pop. Pop and then remove. Okay, so pop is basically going to remove the element at the last. Okay, pop is going to do what? L dot pop. If I just give C, here you will be able to see C. But if I just run this, you are not able to see the C. C will be removed. So you can just print what? You can just print after using pop. Okay, you can just give what? After using pop, I'll just print my L. You will be able to see the C is been removed. Okay, this is about the pop. So suppose if you want the description, you can just go and then you can just take it, guys. Okay, so let me just copy this and then I will put it here. Okay, so I take it and copy. Let me just copy it. Okay, sir, I'm dragging too much. You guys getting right? So this is how we are going to use it. Okay. After this, we have another method. Okay. So we have what? We have something called as a remove. So based on passing the index element, we can actually remove the element. Okay. Whatever the element that you want to remove. So you can just remove that element by using what? By using the index. Okay. Let me say remove. Okay, so now let me just say I'll go here and then shift and then tap C. Remove the value. So you can just directly pass the value. No need of giving the index also. Now let me say that I want to remove XLR or okay, XLR is not there. I want to remove what? 3. Okay, now let's see that I want to remove what? 3. So if I just remove 3 and then now I'm going to print what? After removing. Okay, I'll just write after removing 3. So after removing 3, if I just print what it happens, let's just see. Okay, so if I just print, can you see 3 has been removed? 3 has been removed, but still another 3 has been still there. Okay, and then what is the next one we have? Okay, reverse and then sort. Okay, very, very important. Okay, basically reverse is going to do what? Reverse. Just now we saw by using something called as a slicing method, like how we can reverse. Okay, so if I just give something like L dot reverse, okay, and then if I just print L after the reversing, okay, after reverse, I'll just print after the reverse, okay, colon, and then if I just print the L, and then if I just run, okay, there is some issue. Object, okay, reverse spelling is wrong. R-E-V-R-S-E. V-R-S-E. Okay, so now if I just going to print, can you see? This is my list. Okay, basically you can just see this is basically my list. Now it has been reversed. Okay. So now in order to see the sort, okay, so you have to not mix both the elements. I'll just go with an L1. Okay, and then I will go with the different kinds of elements like 30, 5, 0, 15, and then 20. So basically, which is not sorted. Okay, so now if I just sort this element, so let me just say L1 dot sort. Okay, so now if I just print the L1, okay, I will give like before the sort and then after the sort. I'll just give print before sort, okay, BE, okay, before, okay. Basically, it is going to arrange in the ascending order, okay, before sort. Okay, so this is how my basically my L1 looks like, okay, and this is basically like after the sort. Okay, after sort. Okay, so colon, and then if I just print, okay, you will be able to see. See, this is before sort, and then this is after sort. So this is basically by default, it is going to take an ascending order. Suppose if you want to do it in a descending order, you have to do L1 dot sort, okay, and then you can give what a reverse, okay, you can just give reverse is equals to what false. So now if you just print, okay, so it is going to print what a descending order of that list, whatever that we have created. So now if I just print, can you see it is going to print in the, okay, it is still printing in the ascending order itself. I think I should remove this just a second. Okay, so now if you see, okay, it is not, okay, I'll just make it as true. Okay, I'll just make it as what? True. So now if I just run, okay, can you see it is showing in the descending order? Okay, this is about the list, guys. Any doubt? We have seen like how to create the list, how to access the list. We have seen the slicing method, and then I have shown the methods. This is about a single data type called as a list. Anybody have doubt? You can just let me know if you have. No, thank you so much. Okay, then let's move on to the next one. So that is basically the tuples. Okay, is it clear for everyone with the list, like whatever I have shown so far? I'll write the output as well. Okay, and okay, thank you so much for responding. Okay, let me just take this. Okay, I'll go back here. Sorry, I'm at the wrong place. Okay, and then I'm going to put it here. Okay, what next? We have another data type. Basically, it is called as what? Tuple. So what is a tuple, guys? What's a tuple? What is a tuple? Lists are mutable. How can we say? Okay, we can change the elements. Very nice question. Okay, let me just say I've given L is equals to 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now in the place of 3, I want it my name. I want to give my name. Okay. How can I give means L of, so that basically this is 0, 1 and then 2. I will pass L of 2 is equals to what? Akshata. Okay, I'm going to pass what? I'm going to pass my name. Okay. So basically this is my list. So if I just print my L here, okay. And then now I'm going to print my L. Okay, there is a difference before and then after. Okay, the elements will be changed. If I just run now, see, this is how the 3 was there. Now you are able to change. So this is basically called as mutable. Very good question, Hemashri. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear? Okay. Okay, very nice. Okay, next we have what? We have something called as a tuple. What are tuples? Basically, tuples are represented. Okay, how are they represented? They are represented by round brackets. Okay, they are also represented in the order. Okay, when I say they are represented in the order, this also has an index. I can access an elements using an index. Okay, and they are called as what? Unmutable. Okay, they are called as what? Unmutable. Basically, I can't change the values. What is it? I can't change the values. Okay. After this, we have what? Basically, here also the repetition of values is possible. Okay, repetition of values is possible. Okay, an ordered sequence of elements. Yes, very nice. Okay, now let's see like how can I access? Okay, I'll just make this one as commented. Okay, or else I'll make this one as marked out. Okay, so if I make it as markdown, so it will not throw an error whenever I am going to run. Okay, so now I'm going to take another cell. So now we will see like how to create a tuple. So how to create a tuple, guys? Basically, I can create, first one is empty tuple. So how can I create an empty tuple? How can I create an empty tuple? Just a T and then a round brackets. So if I just print, this is my tuple, and then if I just print the type of what a T, so it is basically going to show that what type it is. Okay, so I have missed one more bracket. So if I just run, can you see it is going to show that it is a tuple. And what are the different types of data types that I can include inside this one? You can include everything. Okay. So first we shall see with integer values. So sorry, it should be what? A round bracket. So 1, 2, 3 you can go, or -2 you can go, or 2.0 you can go, and then 2 plus 3j also you can go. So if you just print again, what is this type of t, whatever that I have given. Okay. So now if you just run, see, we are going to get, and if you want to print also, you will be able to print. So if you just print the t, so it is going to print that the tuple and then the values. Not only this, we can actually include the other data types as well. Let me just say, if I just take this, okay, let me just say 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, and then let me just say it is 10, 20, okay, and we'll give a dictionary, okay, 1, and then let me just say A, and then let me just say second one would be like B, okay. This I will be closing. Now I will give the list. Okay, for list I'll go with A and then B. Okay, so now I'll just close this bracket. Okay, so now if I just run, okay, and then here I will make it as T1. Okay, so I will just print this T1. Okay, I'll just print this T1. If I just print this type of T1, okay, if I just print this type of T1 also, you can see, right? This is a tuple, so it can hold different types of values. Is it clear? This is how we are going to create a tuple. So now we can actually even access, like we can access what? We can access the values inside the tuple. Okay, how can we access the values inside the tuple? Means basically, as I already told that we can use what? Index. So here also both the positive index and the negative index is possible. Okay, first I will show with what? I will show with what? Positive index. Okay. So first I'll just go with the same tuple. I don't want to repeat. Okay, just copy this. Okay, and then I'm going to paste it. Now let me say that I want to access B here. So how can I access B? Can anyone tell me how to access B? So inside this list, I have B, right? Can anyone give me the answer? Can anybody, online students? Can anybody, online students, give the answer? Like, I want to access this B. How can I access this B? Very nice. Good. The answer is also right. Okay, let me just connect it to my charger. Okay. Very nice. Very good. So it is basically 4 of what? 1. Okay. Can you give the negative index for this? See, we are getting B. Very nice. For this only the same thing. Can you give the negative index? Negative index for B. Okay, just give B, and then this is a positive index for what? B. Okay. So how can can you just give me, like, how can I use for the negative index? Meanwhile, I'm just going to paste this data over there. Okay. Very nice. I'll just see whether it is going to work or not. Okay, let me just paste all these things, whatever I have done. Just copy this. Okay, and then I'm just going to add here. Okay, and then I'll be just creating something like output. Okay, and okay, so let me just add it, guys. Okay, so let me just copy. Okay, and then I will paste it here. Okay, so you guys are saying for the negative index, it is T1 of -1, -1. Let me just see. It is T1 of what? -1. And then what? -1. So now if I just run, yes, I'm getting B. Very good, guys. I think you guys got the concept very well. Okay. Now what we will do, now we'll see like what are the different methods which are available in tuple. I'll tell you this is the one of the easiest data type, and then very easy to remember the methods, because it basically holds only 2 methods. I will show you. Okay. How to print means just print, okay, dir of what? Tuple. Okay, dir of what? Tuple. So if I just print, say this is what I'm going to get. These are the different methods. But under this different methods, what we guys have, we have only 2 methods will be working. That is index and then what? Count. Okay, that is the only 2 methods which is help us going to create. Okay, and we will see like 2 methods. What is that? The first one is the count. Okay, and then next one we will see like how to use what? Index. Okay. So basically, in order to use a count, so first I should use what? I should have a tuple. I'll just give 1, 1, 2, 3, 30. okay, and then 44, okay, 30 comma 44. So basically I'm just going to print that this is my tuple. Okay, I'll just give it in the quotes, okay, tuple, this is a T, okay, and then what I'll do, I'll just keep the T, okay. So if I just print this, can you see I'm getting the tuple? So now what is it I have to count? I have to count what? Now one, like how many number of times the one is getting repeated. So for that I'm going to use what? Count, okay. In order to see, just the shift and then tab, you are going to get this information. So it is saying like pass the value, not the index, okay. So we have to pass what? We will pass the values and then we shall see. Okay, so what is the value that I want to check, like for 1? Okay, so you can just print this. Okay, if you just print this, so you will be able to get, see, 2. It is saying that 1 is getting repeated for 2 times. Okay, if I just pass 30, it is going to show 1. Can you see? It is going to show 1. Okay, and then next what we have something called as an index. It's the same thing. So here, but I think we have to pass what? We have to pass an index. So value, I have to pass the value. So it is going to show the index of that value. Okay, so we will try to pass 30 itself, we'll see. Okay, so if I just pass what? 30, okay, and then if I just print, see, 30 is in the 4th position. Can you see it is saying what? 30 is in the 4th position. Okay, so these are the two methods that which I can give inside the tuple. Okay, is it clear, guys? These are the two different data types. Okay, anybody have any doubts still here? Anybody have any doubts still here? One quick test would be great. Okay, still we have 4 minutes. I'll just start with something called as a dictionary. Okay, what is a dictionary, guys? I can say that a dictionary is one of the special method. Okay, special method, and the dictionary is also called as what? A dictionary is also called as hashable keys. What is that hashable? Okay, before saying that definition, it is hashable. Okay, I will give you one simple example. Okay, I'll just give you S. Okay, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll give S of 0. Okay, I'll give what? I'll give S of 0. Okay, can you see? Sets object is unsubscriptable, it is say, correct. And for hashable, I think you should get one error called as an hashable. What is it I have to do? Basically in sets only it will be showing. Okay, okay, I'll just try to get, okay, I will just give something like 1 here. Okay, and then S. Okay. Okay, it is telling, okay, assignment possible. That's okay. Here, actually, it is going to show. It is not subscriptable. It should show unhashable. That's okay. Tomorrow, I will show. Okay, for dictionaries, it is also called as what? Hashing values or hashing keys. Or we can say it's an hashing technique. Okay. Why means basically by using a key, we can find what? A value. Okay. And here, it does not follow any order. No order. Because we are going to get the values by using what? Keys, guys. Okay, so there is no order in this. Okay, and what here also the repetition of data is possible. Okay, repetition of data is possible. Okay, now we shall see like how to create a dictionary, guys. Okay, I'll just show you like how to create what? A dictionary. Okay, in order to create a dictionary, so you can just go ahead. If you just give something like D is equals to this one, so basically this is called as what? Empty dictionary. Okay, so if I just print this D. Okay, and then if I just print this type of D, if I just print this type of D, okay, let me just run this. You can see like this is called basically called as what? Dictionaries. Okay, and then let me say that if you want to insert some values, you can just go ahead. Okay, A, and then let me just say 2. Okay, and let me just say this is basically B. Okay, and if I just print this D, okay, you will be able to see like it is going to get the values. Okay, ma'am, can I include the other kinds of data type? Yes, it's absolutely fine, but not all. Okay, on the left side, I think you can go with tuple. Okay, 1 comma 2 comma 3. You can just go like this. Okay, and for this you can pass something like A. Okay, and then okay, we will just see with this first. Okay, I'll make this one as a D1. Okay, and then if I just print this D1, if it is throwing an error, I will make that one. Yes, it's working. Okay, but it will not work for list. I'm 100% sure about it. Okay, so if I just give 2, okay, here if I give 1 comma 2 comma 3, and then let me just give, I'm going to give something like A. Okay, so now if I just print what? If I just print something like D2, and then if I just run, see, it is not going to happen for what? A list. So basically it is going to throw a error. it's mutable. We can change the values inside the dictionary. I will show you. Okay, it's mutable, guys. Is it clear? I think tomorrow I will start from dictionaries itself. Okay, I'll share the data like whatever I have created so far. Okay. Okay, so I'll just take, okay. And then I would like to add one more point here that it is mutable. Okay, we can actually change the values. Okay, it's mutable. Okay, and then where we get the notes. I'm sharing right in the chat actually. Whatever I'm doing, I'm just sharing right in the chat. Okay, and I'm not sharing it to my office people, or else they would put in the LMS. Okay, so I'm sharing right here itself. You can just see. Okay, I'll just copy this. Okay, and then I'll share the notes, and then I'll wind up the session. Sushmita. Okay, so anybody have any doubts, guys? Anybody have any doubts? I would suggest you guys, in rather of seeing, okay, rather seeing, I would recommend you guys. Okay, yesterday's also I'll share. Okay, just give me a minute. Class 2 and then 3, right? Okay. This is 3, okay, and then this is 4. Okay, I'm sharing both. Okay, check it. Okay, I would recommend you guys to go recall the video and then try practicing it. Okay, if any doubts, you can just let me know. If not, yes, you can leave the session. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye bye.